You know what time it is, Kwab.
Gotta hit him with the
You know what time it is, Kwab.
Gotta hit him with the. We gotta hit him with the dams.
Damn.
Damn.
Damn. And when there's a blowout,
Damn.
here on the dime, and I mean blowout, we start early because it's late on the East Coast. Let's get to the box score. The Thunder beat the T-Wolves a lot to a little bit. For the Thunder, SGA, ballin'. Jalen Williams, ballin'. Chet Holmgren, ballin'. For the T-Wolves, Anthony Edwards is Cancun-bound. Julius Randle's mad as fuck. And Dante DiVincenzo still wishes he was in New York City. The Oklahoma City Thunder are going back to the NBA Finals, Kwab, with a impressive performance. This game was over. Julius Randle hit a three to start the game, and then that was it. That was it. That was the game. I mean,
It was downhill. Downhill after that. Yeah.
It was all downhill. The T-Wolves failed to score on 10 straight possessions. I think Julius ended up having a decent game. He hit some three-pointers today. But to me, the story of the series was how the Oklahoma City Thunder's defense was able to, let's be honest, shut down, for the overwhelming most part, Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle.
Yeah.
Except with the exception of Game 3, whatever. I mean, just as coming from a Knick fan, Julius's problems are like, I'm going to hold on to the basketball, I'm going to pound the rock, blah, 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 blah. And this is the wrong team to do that against. This is a historic defense. This is one of the best defenses I've ever seen. If you are a casual basketball fan, you're probably not watching this podcast. But if you're a casual basketball fan, I don't even think casuals know how good this defense is. It's incredible. Point of attack, they're tough, everything. They're just an incredible defense. And Julius Randle's play style of hold the basketball, try to bully you, is not the type of style that wins against this team. This team has given, and shout out to Jason Timp. He hosts a great podcast called Hoops Night that I used to actually help produce. He said it best on Twitter. This Oklahoma City Thunder defense has given Jokic fits and now Anthony Edwards fits. It is time to give them the props that they deserve if you have not been giving them props. This is one of the best defenses I've ever seen.
Hands down.
And to me, that's one half of the story. Most of the story, to be honest with you, is OKC's defense just putting a stranglehold on Minnesota. And the other half was really that Jaden McDaniels couldn't stop SGA at all. I mean, SGA got whatever he wanted this series. I think last series, the Denver zone gave SGA and the Thunder more problems than what Minnesota was able to do, aside from Game 3, which shocked me. I thought Minnesota was going to be able to pressure OKC and enforce them into bad decisions. OKC does have a good offense. They have good offensive players. But like we said before, their strength, the reason why they're so great is because of their defense. If you could kind of limit them offensively, then, you might have a shot here. And I thought Minnesota could get physical enough with OKC, but they just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I think we both expected Minnesota to be more physical, like throughout the course of the series, and you saw that in Game 3, like when they were able to pull out the victory, not pull out, like actually beat the crap out of them.
Yeah.
You saw like the Minnesota team we saw from other series, like a very physical defense, like. Showing on all ball screens, getting steals, pushing the tempo. It felt more like the Minnesota team that got to where they got. But again, to your point, OKC has had the best defense all year, and it showed out this series. It showed out this game. I saw a tweet by, I think it was Rob Perez. He made a joke. He said that OKC is playing a box and one, and Alex Caruso's the box.
That's a great, unbelievable defender. He's an incredible defender.
Yeah, it was like,
and it's not just him. That's the thing. It's not just him. It's everybody.
It's everybody because like you said, start the game. Julius Randle hit a three. Anytime Anthony Edwards dribbles the ball, tries to make a move, he's seeing about four players just staring at him like, where are you going? And these are. Yeah, what are you going to do? And it's not just four regular players, four very, very high level capable defenders. Yeah. So it ended up he was trying to make the right plays in terms of kicking out the ball to the corner three, and Jaden McDaniels wasn't hitting anything.
Him and Nikhil were awful today.
Yeah, which I was awful, and I was surprised why during that course you miss a couple dive to the basket, dive to the basket on that instead of just spotting up. And OKC was completely comfortable just watching them take these jumpers. A couple of those jumpers when Jaden McDaniels went 0 for 6 to start the game. you could see the OKC defenders were basically standing in the paint just watching and getting ready to box out. Like that's terrible. And OKC didn't. We'll see. Like whenever this game ends, it wasn't like they hit a lot of threes. It was just them getting stops, and if they end up pushing the tempo, they push the tempo. But they just kept getting them to turn over the ball and scoring on the other end. Their defense was incredible throughout the course of this run. Even the third quarter when the Timberwolves decided to go more zone and Julius Randle was like being more aggressive, it didn't matter because OKC was still getting stops and they were getting whatever they wanted. You made the point of basically highlighting how people don't talk about OKC's big three. And again, this game, their big three showed out. Like you saw the consistent play from all of them. On top of their elite defense, you're gonna get results like this. Like we've lamented about how great this defense is all year, just because it's not just one person. You're getting it from Caruso, you're getting it from Case and Wallace,
who come off the bench, by the way.
Yeah, these are no big deal. Yeah, you still have Lou Dort and Jalen Williams playing well. Even the previous series, and we saw how good Jokic is, and how even went to Game 7. You were getting contributions from the other Jalen Williams off the bench,
right?
Who's bringing defense. Like they felt like such a complete team, top to bottom, and I don't like unless you're coming in with like I guess the right approach that the Timberwolves had in Game 3. You're gonna end up getting blown out.
Yeah, and do you want to hear a crazy stat?
Yeah.
At halftime, the T-Wolves had 12 made field goals and had 14 turnovers. They had more turnovers than made field goals. That's insane.
That's crazy, man.
That's insane.
Like, that's crazy.
That's
and it's
insane.
just and a lot of them were live ball turnovers too. So like
that's
gonna hurt you. Like that's crazy.
Insane. I mean, I don't want to really ruin because we're going to do a finals preview, of course. Right now, the Pacers lead the Knicks 3-1. I'll tell you this: if the Knicks face the Thunder in the NBA Finals, I'm taking the Thunder in like 4 or 5. I'm just being honest with you. If somehow the Knicks win this series, I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind depending. Because if the Knicks win 3 in a row, then they're doing something correct that might change my mind.
I'm not changing my mind.
But yeah, I just to me, hypothetically, if things stay the same. Not to jinx the Pacers, but to totally jinx the Pacers. If it's OKC versus Indiana in the NBA Finals, it is going to be a fantastic NBA Finals.
Amazing.
Amazing NBA Finals. I it's weird as a Knicks fan. Like, I can't wait to see that. My team is still in and could possibly make it. But from a basketball fan's perspective, it kind of pisses me off. It's just so weird saying this as a Knicks fan because I want the Knicks to make the finals. But it pisses me off when I see people like, no one wants to see OKC Indiana finals. Like, well, no one wants to see because you don't know what you're watching, bro.
Exactly.
Like you haven't watched these teams all year. You don't know what you're in for. You're in for a fantastic NBA finals. Oh, you don't like Oklahoma and Indiana as states? Okay.
Like what does that have to do with the product
you
on the floor?
You wouldn't want to live there? Okay.
That
has nothing to do with these basketball teams. Like,
what does that have to do with the product on the floor? You're looking at a team like, again, a team of Thunder who have been amazing defensively all year. They have the MVP, basically a future of the NBA, young stars that have been balling out. And hypothetically, if the Pacers close out this series, I don't want to. I know you're a Knicks fan. I don't want to jinx you.
Jinx them. Jinx them.
If
the Pacers made it already.
Yeah, if the Pacers make it, you have a team that has an amazing young point guard also, who play high level up tempo offense, like which is fun to watch. They're just on go. Like their offense has been on go, and a very underrated defense themselves also. Like it's a great matchup. It's gonna be a great finals. Like I'm excited to see it.
If it happens.
If it happens.
It's not official. It's not official.
It's 3-1. It's 3-1, brother. You might want to tap out right now.
Hey, listen, we've seen it happen before.
I've had it Thunder. I've had it Thunder Pacers.
You did. You had Thunder, and I in my head said Pacers, but my heart wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah, which is fine.
I couldn't walk the streets of New York,
which is fine. I've picked my team anytime when I knew they were outmatched. It didn't matter. Like so it's what you're supposed to do. To me, I was again, I'll say this again. I was surprised how much the Timberwolves kind of just
There's no
let
fight.
up.
Yeah, I say, man, because that wasn't their MO last year.
Yeah.
You know, the last year was they were going to give you hell. You had to like shoot them in the head twice. Oh my, that was a very vulgar reference, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you had to really kill them. You had to kill them last year. You know, and they've rolled over pretty much all series, like, with the aside from Game 3, man. Like it was not a close series. Game 4, yeah, it was the closest loss that they had, but they got blown out 3 times. It was not an entertaining Western Conference Finals. I thought it was going to be a really good Western Conference Finals. It was just a statement by the Thunder, just an absolute like, we are here. Our time is now. Bring on Indiana, bring on New York, whoever the case may be.
Yeah. Like I said, I remember after Game 2, I thought it was going to be a sweep just because I didn't like the process of how the Timberwolves were playing whatsoever. Props to them getting one at home with the way they played, but
mad props getting one, baby.
Hey, gentleman's sweep is always better than a regular sweep out there. Getting swept sucks. I've had teams I love get swept all the time. I'm just like, it stinks. But I mean, props to them getting one. But you're winning against a juggernaut. I think I saw another thing where people were like, watching this series, they realized how good Jokic was or is just because if he was able to
do something.
Yeah, drag them out for
7. Yeah.
7, and when he was playing with like injured players and all that. So which you give him, like, that's why Jokic was in the MVP run. And also, again, I don't know where the Timberwolves go from here, just because, like, with the CBA contracts and like all that's
going to be offseason.
Yeah, we'll touch that in offseason. It's going to be kind of crazy. Yeah. So that's going to be that. But I mean, to them, it was a good season by them, especially after making such a big trade before the season started, which you can go back and watch our reactions. We were kind of confused about, because we're like, you just made the Western Conference Finals. You were close to making the finals. Why would you make such a weird swing?
Yeah.
They made it back to Western Conference Finals. So hey,
to be honest with you, I don't think if they kept the same team, they would beat this Thunder team.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either. This Thunder team is too good.
Yeah,
they're too good. Like,
I have a hot take about the Knicks though, but I don't want to hear it. All right, listen, that's going to do it. The OKC Thunder are going back to the NBA Finals for the second time in franchise history. Give it up. Give it up. Clap, even if you're driving.
Do not clap if you're driving. Do not listen to this man. Please do not clap while you're driving. Please don't clap while you're driving. Do not clap while you're driving.
They await the winner of the Indiana Pacers, New York Knicks in the NBA Finals. If you want to follow us for now, you can at the Dime NBA. I'm Josh Rodriguez at Josh_Rodriguez_. He's Kwab at Kwab, a.k.a. Yes. We'll see you tomorrow after Game 5. Knicks Pacers, baby. Peace.